And welcome back, YouTube. This is Buster here with another video. Today I got for you a very large Troll and Toad Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game mail haul. Now before I get started, I do want to say this is not a sponsored video. I bought all these cards with my own money. So just wanted to get that out of the way. So there's no conflict with this video. With that said, what I bought was pretty much cards that I needed to fill holes in my collection. Mostly from the Zexal era, but there are some cards from the very, very old school sets that I needed in first edition that I got as well. I got a few different stacks here that we're going to go through, and yeah, we're going to start with the new and end with the old. So if you want to see the old stuff, fast forward a little bit in this video. But until then, let's review what I got. Alright, so starting off with Generation Force. The lone card I got was a Regeki bottle. Last time I did get one, unfortunately, it was not in the best condition, so I bought a new one, and this one is in much better condition, and I'm very proud to add it to my collection. Regeki bottle. The next card up is Flauf. I honestly thought I had this card. I have the XYZ variant, but not the base Flauf. So very nice to add this card to the collection. From Cosmo Blazer, yes, Cosmo Blazer, we have Brotherhood of the Fire Fist, Dragon, very cool. From Shadow Specters, we have Vampire Sorcerer, another very nice card. Oh, and one other thing I should note, these cards did not come sleeved. I actually sleeved them myself before I did this video. I just wanted to let people know that in case they're expecting their cards to be sleeved, they do not come sleeved. From Return of the Duelist, we have Spellbook Magician of Prophecy and Alchemic Magician. I really like the art of this card. I was really hoping to pull one in my booster box of this, but unfortunately I was not lucky enough to. Forbidden Dress from Abyss Rising. That Wacky Magic. Let's take a look at this card real quick. Ultra Rare. Standard Trap. Very cool art. If a face-up spell card is in your opponent's spell and trap zone is sent to the graveyard, you can target one face-up monster on the field, destroy that target. So great if your opponent's running continuous traps or magic cards, or equip magic cards, but if they're not, this card's not that good. World of Prophecy from Judgment of the Light, and Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Rooster. Judgment of the Light is the closest set I have near completion from the Zexal era. I only am missing 3 cards at this point to complete that set. Alright, so that was kind of like the 1s and 2s. Now we're going to share with you a much larger set pickup. Because I haven't opened many of these packs, so I needed quite a few cards to help fill in some holes. So this one is Legacy of the Valiant, and we start with a very cool looking Rainbow Karibo. Let's just take a look at this guy's effect. Level 1, 100 attack, 100 defense. You can only activate this each effect of Rainbow Karibo once per turn. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can target that monster, equip this card from your hand to the target it cannot attack. Now, is that continuous? So basically, if it's equipped to that target, it can't attack while this card is equipped to it? That's a little bit... needs a little more clarification. When an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. If summoned this way, banish this card when it leaves the field. Not a terrible card. You could either stop an opponent's direct attack if it's in your hand, or you can summon it from the graveyard if your opponent activates a direct attack. Either way, not too bad. Not the best card in the world, but I've definitely seen a lot worse. Sylvan Marsh Leaf, ultra rare. Sylvan Flower Knight. Bujin Arasuda, very cool looking card. Bujin Hair. Gravekeeper's Oracle, very cool ultra. Mobius the Mega Monarch, secret rare variant. Number 101, Silent Honor Shark, or Silent Honor Arc. Bujin Tai Tsukiyomi. Downward Magician, another card that I really wanted to pull from the box, but unfortunately I did not. Let's take a look at this one. Rank 4, 2100 attack, 200 defense. Spellcaster, 2 level 4 spellcaster type monsters, so spellcaster decks only. During your main phase 2, you can also summon this card using a rank 3 or lower monster you control and XYZ material. Okay. This card gains 200 attack for each XYZ material attached to it. This card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. If this card's attacked or was attacked after damage calculation, detach one XYZ material from this card. So you can basically it's not bad if you summon it with the level 3 or lower rank XYZ monster. Because then on the following turn it gains 200 attacks, so it's going to have at least, 600 additional attack if not more, so that's pretty good. And then it deals piercing battle damage for any defense position monster, so that's not bad. Not the best in the world, but I personally just really love the art of this card, so that's why I really wanted it. Rank Up Magic, Astral Force. Now this card is a little bit bent and damaged, so I was kind of upset about that. Thankfully it's not a very expensive card, so I could just get another one sometime in the future. Skill Prisoner. Noble Knight Peruder. Powered Insectron, and Queen Angel of Roses. For the most part, all the cards came in without too much damage, so I was very, very pleased with the card quality this time, with the exception of a couple. Alright, so up next we have Lord of Tachyon Galaxy, aka Mecha Phantom Beast set. And here are the cards that I got from this. Mecha Phantom Beast. Mega Raptor, very cool. Mecha Phantom Beast. Hamster Rat. I got the ultimate version of this already. Windrose the Elemental Lord, very cool. CXYZ Dark Fairy Cheergirl. Brotherhood of the Fire Fist, Cardinal, secret rare, very nice card. Harpy's Pet Phantasmal Dragon. Scramble! Scramble! Fire Formation. Gyoku. Pinpoint Guard. Torrential Reborn. Madolche Knights. Gear Gaia Gear. Noble Knight. Shayard, Mermail Abyssballen, Ghost Fairy, Alforbia, very cool looking card, Noble Arms of Destiny. Once again, it's not the pick of destiny, it's the arms of destiny. Constellar Omega, number 69, Heraldry Crest, gotta love the 69 memes there, and Duck Fighter. Alright. So I'm going to share with you this little stack. This is just a couple of dupes that I bought from the set. Got a couple of Dark Fairy Cheer Girls there. Ooh, I could speak correctly. I don't know, I just really liked the art of this particular card, so I bought a couple. Harpy's Pet Phantasmal Dragon, once again, Harpy's Pet Dragon is a classic card, so I had to get a couple of them. Number 69. And this one, I don't remember ordering two of, but I might have. I might accidentally just hit two instead of one on this when I ordered it, or it was an accidental, they gave me two of them instead of one, so either way, it didn't affect it too much because it's not a very pricey card, so either way, you know, if it was my mistake or their mistake, I'm fine with it. It ain't like I hit two on, like, I don't know, Pot of Duality when it was at its height. For those that remember, it hit 100 plus at one point. Alright, so now, with all the new school out of the way, we're going to travel back in time to some old school classic cards. Those are the hollow old school classic cards. I will save those for the very end. Let's take a look at some common and rare ones, though. We got Rainbow Flower. I've never had this card in first edition, so now I have a couple, and I'm very happy with that. Disappear, another card I've never had in first edition. I've had quite a few unlimited, but I even opened up an entire box of this set, first edition, before I started this channel, and I still couldn't pull it, so that was a bit unfortunate. Same with Nutrient Sea, from Legacy of Darkness. And Warrior Dai-Geifer. Once again, I don't understand why I couldn't pull those cards first edition. Dark Witch is just a personal art card that I like a lot, so I just bought a couple of those first edition. Same with Performance of Swords. I love the old school ritual monsters, particularly from Magic Ruler. Hungry Hamburger, the Turtle, and the Performance of Sword cards, I absolutely love those. And of course, Relinquish, but he is super expensive because he's ultra rare. So I just bought a handful of Performance of Swords, first editions. Call of the Mummy, a card that I've never owned first edition. I have a few unlimited, so that was very nice to get from Pharaonic. Coffin Seller, another card that I have a couple of in unlimited, just never had the first edition, and this is actually not a terrible card, if I remember right. Each time your opponent monster declares it, or each time your opponent monsters are sent to the graveyard, inflict 300 points of direct damage to your opponent's life points. Great if your opponent is using some sort of token-esque deck, or like little chump block monster deck. Very good against those type of decks. Curse of Royal from Pharaonic Guardian. I always think this card is from Labyrinth of Nightmare for whatever reason. I keep on forgetting this card is from Pharaonic. Dark Coffin. Dark Juroid. And I did get a handful of dice jars. I absolutely love the jar cards, and dice jar is one of the most random, more luck-based ones out of all the dice jars, or out of all the jars, and he is just a lot of fun. Absolutely love dice jar. Very powerful card if you know how to use it right. Moisturizer Creature, a card that I always found to be kind of weird with its, I don't know, drill? Is this supposed to be like a hairdryer? I'm not quite sure, but just a weird monster in my opinion. Mucus Yolk, a card that was very hard for me to, or nobody had even when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! When this set was around, nobody had this card. Non-aggression area. Pyramid Turtle. Oh, I forgot to sleeve up this card. This is Trapboard Eraser. This is a super rare, so you get a little glimpse at some of the hollows that I got. Very nice. Major Riot from Pharaoh's Servant. Minor Goblin Official. And Numerous Healer. Alright, you ready to see the holo cards I got? Besides Trapboard Eraser. Here we go. Statue of the Wicked. Sasuke Samurai. Very nice card. This was the most expensive card that I purchased out of this slot. The Mystical Knight of Jackal. I swear I owned this card at one point in time, but I do not have it in my collection anymore, so I must have traded it back in the day. Mirage of Nightmares. Gravekeeper's Chief. Luster Dragon. For being a normal monster, it's quite desirable. Exiled Force, a card that I've used back in the day when it first released. It was actually fairly solid. Nowadays it's been outdone multiple times, but when it first released, not bad. And Twin-Headed Behemoth to end it on. Overall, I gotta say I was pretty happy this time around. I got almost every card that I wanted for a very fair price. There are still some holes in my collection that I need to fill, particularly from the XYZ. I still need to get some Primal Origin cards, but I'm considering getting a second box of that along with Photon Shockwave. I need some cards from that set. Once again, I'm considering getting a second box of that in the future sometime. And for any of those who are wondering, yes, I am always interested in trading some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Just let me know in the comments if you're interested in trading as well. With all that said, this has some Booster Box Buster with a very different style video going over a mail haul from TrollAndToad. Not sponsored, by the way. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see future content like this, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see a past video on this channel, it should be popping up on the screen momentarily. With all that said, I am Booster Box Buster. This has been a Yu-Gi-Oh! Related video. Leave a comment, and I am signing out.